morning, everyone. Well, actually, it's good afternoon. I'm sitting here in my office slash TV room. Um, I haven't opened up anything except the door. I mean, I've had my coffee. I've been outside and I've grounded. Watched my watched Sassy. Oh my gracious, she she's something else. I was sitting out there watching the chickens this morning before my daughter came out and left them out before she had to go to work. But I, Sassy was doing her exploring and everything, and she just tickles me. Now I'm crooked here. Hold on a minute. I'm crooked again. I'm still crooked. So anyway, I'm sitting out there doing having my coffee and watching the chickens up in their little area there before they were let out. Uh, Sassy would come out and wander around, do her normal little thing, and she, she'd come back up in a rounding circle around the camper. And, um, when I wouldn't come in, and when she'd come back to the house, and I wouldn't come in, she'd come looking for me again. She'd come bouncing out there, all happy and everything, and she's been changing. I mean, it's like I don't know, things are changing in this world. That's all I know. But anyway, she'd sit there, look at me, and she'd getting all cheery and everything. And I'd pet her a little bit and give her some loving. And then she'd go again. Same route. Around and around she'd go and come back again. Well, then she decided to change her route. She decided to go down and look at the chickens. And she's moseying down through there, her little body just, you know, nonchalantly down through there. She gets down there and she's sniffing around at them, and they're all looking at her and everything. And then she decided, I got a little bit concerned. I didn't want her going down there. And I get up and I'm clapping for her because that seems that's the only thing she responds to. But that wasn't doing any good. So I sit back down. I said, Joyce, just let her go. I mean, even at your own age, at 81 years old, and you still have your right mind, you still have your senses, and and when you decide you want to explore, you explore. You don't expect anybody else to bother you, and leave me alone. As long as I've still got my right mind and everything, you should leave me alone. Let me do my exploring. So I said to myself, well, that's right. Let her do her exploring until she can't think anymore. She can't have her instincts to bring her back. Okay, all right, I let her go then. Well, she worked her way back. And she did the routine back around again. Down she come again where I was sitting. And I petted her a little bit, and I'm finishing my coffee and I'm contemplating it. Um, she decided to head towards the chickens again. And down she went, but she didn't go. She made another turn and was heading towards my grandson's house. I said, "Oh, wait a minute. No, it's time to intervene a little bit." So I intervened and I clapped, and she heard me, and she come back. But I'm thinking to myself, people should leave us older folks alone. As long as we have our right minds, as long as we're still capable of moving around, and we know what we can do and what we can't do, and if we're blessed with um, eyesight and we can speak, we can holler, we got a sound mind, we can do critical thinking, and still somewhat take care of ourselves. We can still move, we can go shopping, we can get in the car and we can drive. People need to leave us alone. And we need to know that we can do whatever we set out to do, because we still have the ability to create the life that we want. Just because we got older don't mean we've lost that. So as long as we have all of that, we still can think, we can still imagine. And uh, we were told many thousands of years ago that we were given 120 years to live on this planet. Well, I think we have more than that, but still, if we're eating right and we're doing everything that we're supposed to do for our body, each of our bodies is different. But from the get go, we were told that we were to eat fruits. And I know that it says anything with seeds in it, any kind of foliage with seeds in it is what it said. It didn't directly say trees that you could reach up and pick off the fruit and all that kind of good stuff. But as time has went on, mankind, because they took on the ability to know knowledge of good and evil, we started thinking in different direction and started eating different things because some male out there said, well, God said to eat this, that it was all right to eat this because that was the only ability to any things to eat at the time. Uh, but we've been so led astray that you can't even imagine, folks, how strayed we've been led. I'm serious, and I know, and I've even said different things that I thought was true or this or that or whatever. We have been led so much astray that it's ridiculous. And Yeshua, better known as Jesus, came to teach us that we were looking in the wrong direction. We was thinking wrong. We got to change our way of thinking because we've been programmed through all these different avenues that some male out there told us that we had to go in this direction. And that's in anything. You've got all of these different avenues out there that, well, this is best for you and that's best for you and this is, you got to do this and you got to do that, and it just can boggle your mind to no end. But once you start getting down to the nitty gritty and you go back and remember what we were told, just for the one thing, just the one thing, what to eat. And that was anything with seeds in it. And the amazing thing about eating things with seeds in it, if you grow your own, which a lot of people right now can't do that, but my thinking on this, that maybe we should start thinking to find a place that we could do that with. And but we've been taught that the only way we can get protein is through meat, and that's not true. That's not true. By the way, this is my very first tomato, and I'm going to break my fast with this and with this. But we've been told that we have to kill something alive to get our protein, and that's not true. This is a fruit, by the way. It's a tomato, and it's a fruit. It has seeds in it. And the amazing thing about growing our own stuff, now I didn't grow this. Now this cannot be grown in this area where I'm at naturally, but could I grow it if I had like um, what do you call it, a greenhouse? Could I grow it and the sun shining in on it? I don't know yet. I don't know. I haven't researched that yet. But there is enough people out there that has done the research and has done the work already for us that care enough about people's health, care enough about humanity, and had the intelligence and the gifts and the talents to be able to figure it out. And we now have the ability to do that research for ourselves. So that's what we need to do. How I live in a place where it's cold more than it is summer and sunshine. So how would I get some of the fruits that would be good for me? This is a hybrid, which it's mixed with. It's been grafted into two different kinds of fruits, and I'm not sure. I think it's a mango. I don't know what it is, but it's sort of like a tangerine, but it's not. But when they start mixing that together like that, I'm not sure about that. So I'm not going to say it's good or it's bad. But if we start eating fruits, if we can go out and pick what we need off of a tree, tomato on a vine, got seeds in it. There's cantaloupe. There's honeydews. There's cucumbers. Um, Many different things. There's cukes, and I'm not exactly sure what all of this is because I'm just learning this stuff myself. And that we can grow. Now, like I said, there's plenty of ground out here that if I'd asked my daughter, could I have a little plot that I could grow my own tomatoes and whatever else I want to grow. There is enough room here on the 6 acres that we could have a bigger garden, which my daughter has got one going down there. Thinking about maybe we should have some fruit trees, apples, so forth and so forth. Now the apples and plums and stuff like that grow in this area here, but like your other and honeydews and watermelons and stuff like that, we can grow cantaloupes. And if you have a fruit cellar like they used to have back in the olden days, they would grow that stuff and store it in the wintertime in the ground. The fruit cellar was put in the ground. And remember my mom talking about that when they lived on a farm. They had they had their gardens and stuff like that, and their fruit trees and things, and until they moved to town. But which crazy stuff happened back then that caused them to have to move to town. But they had a fruit cellar and big bushels of apples and different things like that they had picked, and they put in the fruit cellars, and that would last them all winter long. But of course, back then they ate the meat and stuff too. But we're talking today about um, just growing things, not raising food. We don't want to raise food. We want to grow food that comes out of Mother Earth, comes out of nature. A lot of people say, well, we got to have our protein. Again, no, our protein is in all the various types of fruits. Vegetables are for the animals. The animals were put here to help us, not for us to eat them. And I'm probably going to get a lot of uh, trolls and stuff like that going, I don't care. I mean, the more comments you throw on there, the better my video is going to be. So go at it. And, but all the boxed fruits, I mean, not fruits, but all the boxed food that they make. And I mean, I've got a lot of it up in the freezer. I mean, not in the freezer, in my cupboards. And I'm going to be a new turnaround today. I got it mainly for emergencies and stuff like that. So maybe, I don't know. I'm thinking about this, but I'm not going to get rid of it just yet. I could have it, and there might be somebody else that needs some food or emergency coming along. I might need it just to survive on. I don't know yet what I'm going to do. I mean, what's going on out there. But what's going on out there is because we're creating it. We created, every human being on this planet creates it because of our thoughts and the fear, the lack of love that's in us. We create all of that, folks, because there's over 8 billion belief systems on this planet. And if we just do what Yeshua, better known as Jesus, said, change your way of thinking. Go within and find your answers. Your answers for your life is within us. We create the lives we desire. And if you say, well, my life is miserable. Well, what are you thinking about? What are you focusing on? Are you thinking, oh, woe is me, poor is me? Nothing ever goes right for me? That's what you're going to draw in, because we have the ability to create from the energy that's all around us. Energy can be molded into material things, into reality. It's like a canvas. We've got the paint. Our paint is our words. The imagination is the draw. It's all like a drawing board. And we get in there and we start painting. We start painting. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, la, 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 la. We paint and we draw. And then we decide to start speaking it. And that our words and our heart, and if we believe it, just starts forming in that energy out there. You Superman, Supergirl, Superwoman, who all them out there, we created that in our mind's eye that they can do that, and that's outside ourselves. Well, we got to look out here for Superman. We got to look out here for Jesus that we can't see to save us. That power, that anointing, the Christ anointing is in us. And all of this food that we've been consuming out of the stores, which, and I know right now that's the only place we can get it, but let's do the best that we can. All that food is made in corporations. It's made in big vats. That's made in with chemicals and different things like that. I mean, good God, the flour, they bleach the flour with ammonia and different things. They bleach it. That's chemicals that's going into our body, that muddles up our thinking, that muddles up our bodies. So change our way of thinking. Jesus ate fish. Yeshua ate fish. Figs. According to this book that was written by males. So here's the thing. I'm going to break my fast with this. I did not need to wash off any fertilizer, any sprays. Now, I don't know how this is going to go with me, no teeth. I've got 5 teeth up here, y'all. No bottom teeth. And it's probably might going to squirt all over the place. But here goes. Breaking my fast. Mmm. Oh, that tastes so good. Even with my saliva glands the way they are. Now there's seeds in here. Now when you grow your things, your fruits. Now if you're raising animals, then you need to grow vegetables, and the vegetables is for your animals. And so but if you're growing animals, what are you growing them for? I mean, not growing them, raising them. What are you raising animals for? Well, if I was raising animals, it would just be to enjoy their company. I love to watch horses run. Oh, I love. Now, of course, people don't eat horses. Of course, I have heard them say that they old dilapidated horses they kill and they turn it into dog food. Now, how true that is, I do not know. I love to watch horses. I love to watch animals. Now, and of course, and as through the ages, they've been taught to eat one another too. When in the very beginning, if you read Genesis, it talks about animals. This is what they eat. They eat foliage too, but it's like the kind that grow in the ground and stuff like that. But I've watched them. My dog will eat fruits, but if you're going to raise animals, then you feed them the vegetables like carrots and stuff like that. I don't know all the ins and outs about it. I'm just getting the information that's coming to me. Like I said, I get clicking in my ears. This one especially, my left one. It gives me like a download, like my brain is a computer. Because I spend time by myself with the creator within me. We talk back and forth. And I listen. And the downloads come. So, this is good. Now, the seeds in this, I probably won't do this one. I might, I don't know. Take some of the seeds out and start saving them. Dry them out, whatever I have to do to have seeds for next year. and I'll start the little seedlings in little containers. I won't have to go out and buy any tomato plants. So, broke my fast, and it tastes really good. So I'm going in another direction, which you know, and when you if you have, I don't have that right now. Fruits and trees in our yard or anything like that. But if I could move someplace where I had all of that stuff already there, that would be really good. You don't have to have a refrigerator if you're eating naturally like this. If you kill an animal to eat it, if you're raising animals to eat them, there's other various things like smoked meat and stuff like that. I don't know uh, how that's all handled, but if you just have the stuff out in your yard, you don't need a refrigerator. You just go out cantaloupes. Go out and cut open a cantaloupe and eat your cantaloupe. Save the seeds out of it. Honeydews, watermelons. Make sure you get because you have to start buying it from someplace. So make sure you get ones that have the seeds in them. And then you've got it made. Once you get that going, now I started my tomatoes uh, uh, in 5-gallon buckets. Now I am not going to get a lot, but I'm getting enough that I can show y'all what I'm doing. Hopefully, get you guys encouraged to um, find a path to do that. And I mean, there's just so many creative things out there that they have out there in different ways that you can learn how to grow your own fruits. Cucumbers are fruits. So I started, my cucumbers aren't doing the best in the world, and I started them from seeds. But I know a little bit more about what I'm doing now. And as long as I speak the right words and I do the affirmations that my body is doing well, my mind is doing well, then I'll be around for next year that I can do it better next year. So anyway, I don't know, but if you believe you can, or if you believe you can't, you're right. And if you believe you can, let your heart know that. Let your mind know that. Let your imagination. And remember, laugh. Find ways to laugh. And if you've got to entertain yourself with TV or Roku or whatever, watch funny stuff that's going to make you laugh. Merry heart doeth good like a medicine. Laughter is better than any medicine out there that they've got made up with chemicals, herbs and stuff like that. There's plenty of herbs out there if you just learn what they are, what it'll do for you. Our bodies are made to heal themselves with the proper things in them, not the processed food going on out there. Um, not what everybody has put. And if you must eat meat, which I don't recommend that, but that's me. That's my opinion. Then you eat the meat that not from the stores. Know your farm markets and stuff like that. What they if they put a bunch of antibiotics and stuff in their animals and stuff, or dyes or something like that, stay away from that stuff. Raise your own chickens if you gotta have meat. Chickens are easy to raise. Just got to keep the animals away from them. That's all. So anyway, y'all have a great day. Merry heart doeth good like a medicine, but a broken spirit will dry up your bones. And if do not let your spirit be broken, do not give up. Be unstoppable. Don't let anything or anyone stop you from living a good life. Don't let anybody screw up your brain when you're trying to change your way of thinking and you're trying to create your best life. Don't let nobody break your spirit. Don't let yourself break your spirit. And again, if you believe you can or if you believe you can't, you're right. You all have a great day.